Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing the release of Beatrice Ekweremadu. She's back home amidst celebration from her community, and we're discussing the issue of the celebration. As Nima had said before, that in this Nigeria, it's Thanksgiving. You know, you see somebody's back from somewhere, regardless of where the person is coming from. It's just right for you to celebrate the person back, regardless of the circumstances that took them away in the first place. However, going to the issue of the case, one of the things that Mariam also highlighted was the fact that as a nation, we have laws concerning the issues of trafficking or organ sale or organ harvesting or getting organs for a surgery, an important surgery, because people are every day waiting years to get a kidney, they're waiting years to get a heart transplant. These are things that abroad, it takes you years of waiting to get. But here, all you need to do is speak to somebody and they find somebody for you. And before you know it, your child is back and you don't want to know where the organ came from. So we need to start seeing what can be done to ensure that we don't take advantage of vulnerable communities because we want to get organ transplants.
Okay,
you have
so
a comment?
On YouTube, they are so loving Mariam. Shayo says, I'm with Mariam on this. By all means, jubilate, but privately. Hafsa says, our concern and discussion should be, what have our lawmakers learned from the whole matter and what have they done about it? Let's discuss, this. So you can't, Ganya said, you can't throw away the baby with the bathwater. Welcome them in quiet and solemn manner, not jubilating as if they won a competition. Corey Michael says, but Mariam is right, though. We sleep on God. Mariam is right. We sleep on gunpowder until it explodes in our faces. Another man was caught somewhere in the east with the body parts of his children again.
Okay, somebody, Engineer Tijani, I think is the fifth member of this house.
Yes, please, you need to have
so
a sit with us one day.
He has helped us with some information because that's the idea for the show. So Engineer Tijani, PhD, says, Nigerian law allows the donation of organs for humanitarian purposes but prohibits the financial consideration for the donation of organs. So I can donate my organs to people, but I can't collect money for it.
In Nigeria.
Even
Section
abroad
48,
too, I think.
Section 48, subsection 1 of the National Health Act 2015 permits the removal of tissue, blood, or blood products from the body of another living person, provided that the informed consent of the donor has been granted in the prescribed manner. Okay. By this provision, a person may donate a human organ to a recipient who needs it. The National Health Act and the Trafficking Persons Enforcement and Administration Act 2015 prohibits the sale and purchase of human organs. This prohibition extends to instances where the donor consented to the removal of the organ. So I can donate, but however, I cannot sell. However, if I am willing, if somebody says, I will give you my own, but I need money for it.
That's selling.
No, you see.
No,
well,
that's
okay, okay, so I give you.
So you can give me, and then we can exchange
after you're now
gifts.
Healed,
Just
you
like
now come to compensate me. You now come with plenty to say thank you.
Thank God that engineers
we are human
this.
Okay.
So there was a trending case that made me doubt the existence of this law, where a man said he was paid $1 million to donate his kidney, and the person promised further payments and maintenance of his lifestyle for 10 other years after the procedure was done. But immediately after the procedure was done, he was abandoned. The police couldn't prosecute for him. He went to court, he couldn't get justice. He started to do media publicity about it. And I was wondering, what are the laws that we have? I doubted that it existed. Then when Ekweremadu happened, there were different opinions. And I heard somebody on this that, read a law and said it didn't exist. Such transactions were not new to our system, and it happened. So I'll go and check the trafficking of persons law and see this section and why we're not pursuing.
Okay, let me take a call.
I'm grateful that we have it. I wanted to take
from the UK.
Message.
I have a call from the UK. Okay. Good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live. Hello.
Hello.
Uncle Cash.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
I can't hear you.
I'd like to contribute to this topic going on.
Okay.
And kudos to Mariam and Sister Jenny. Look, I want you to know that what we are seeing, everybody who are watching, all over the world. So I'm a little bit disappointed with what Lima, the way she has contributed to this matter. I like what Mariam and Sister Yeni, their contribution. They are telling the truth. Please, let's call it a spade. What they did totally wrong. Couldn't believe, not because it happens abroad. They will do it, and nobody will just take them for that wrongdoing. I mean, it's not good. Not only when you have money, you can use it for anything. I mean, that's my contribution.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Cash.
To
Mariam and YK.
Okay.
So my apologies, sir. But Time Media is saying on YouTube, said laws are different from one nation to another. In the UK, surrogacy is an illegal act. British people go to the US to do it, but Americans can't go to the UK for it. The jubilation is not against any morality. Just as I have said, we are looking at things from different perspectives. I choose to see the vulnerability of this family with, giving the death sentence of their child, so to speak. They've been told this is what your child must do if she must continue to live. And they've had this child sick all the time. So I remember sitting on this table criticizing them for not being able to separate themselves from, and look for lawyers who can do this well and neatly for them, and for acting too fast and shabbishly. But then they're a parent, so I understand what they're coming from.
Let's go back to what YK. Want to finish? Let's go back to what YK had said, because it's about the community understanding that, okay, should we celebrate? We've seen a few of these celebrations from prisons, different politicians come released from prison, and everybody just come, hey, because either he's their benefactor, there's somebody that used to give them money, and suddenly for them it's jubilation. They don't want to know what crime this person has committed.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.